This is 20 minutes of real English practice for dining at upscale restaurants, making reservations, understanding fancy menus, ordering wine without sounding lost, and paying the bill selon les sauces, including how much to tip, which changes dramatically depending on where you are. Fine dining has its own language. Words like prefix and amuse-bouche get thrown around like everyone knows what they mean. Spoiler, most people don't. And there's one word in particular that trips up almost every English learner. We'll get to that. Here's what we're covering today: booking a table by phone, arriving and being seated, reading the menu without panicking, ordering food and wine confidently, handling problems politely, and paying, including the massive differences in tipping between the US, UK, and the rest of the world. Let's start with making a reservation. Most fine dining restaurants require reservations. Calling ahead gives you control over timing, table location, and any special requests. The conversation follows a pattern. You state why you're calling. They ask when, how many people, and your name. Done. Repeat after me. I'd like to make a reservation, please. Could I book a table for 4 at 7:30? We'd like to reserve a table for Saturday evening. The staff will ask some standard questions. For which day and what time? How many will be in your party? May I have your name, please? Your party. That just means your group, not an actual party. Listen to this complete reservation call. Staff. Good evening, the Oak Room. How may I help you? Guest. Hi, I'd like to make a dinner reservation. Staff. Certainly, for which day? Guest. This Saturday. Staff. And what time? Guest. 7 o'clock if possible. Staff. How many will be in your party? Guest. 4 people. Staff. May I have your name? Guest. Anderson. Staff. Perfect, Mr. Anderson. We have you down for Saturday at 7 for 4 guests. Guest. Thank you. Repeat the key phrases. I'd like to make a dinner reservation. 7 o'clock if possible. 4 people. Fine dining restaurants often accommodate requests, if you ask. Requesting a specific table. Could we have a table by the window? We'd prefer somewhere quiet, if possible. Is a corner booth available? The staff might say, I can't guarantee it, but I'll note your preference. Mentioning special occasions. We're celebrating our anniversary. It's my husband's birthday. Could you arrange a candle on the dessert? Asking about dress code. What's your dress code? Is smart casual acceptable? Are jackets required? Quick vocabulary. Smart casual means neat but not formal. A collared shirt, nice trousers, no sneakers. Formal means suits and elegant dresses. Changing or canceling. I need to modify our reservation. Could we change the time from 7 to 8? Unfortunately, we need to cancel. Warning. Many fine dining restaurants charge cancellation fees. Sometimes $25 to $50 per person if you cancel within 24 hours. When you arrive, head to the host stand. That's the small desk near the entrance. What the host says: Good evening, welcome to the Oak Room. Do you have a reservation? May I take your name? Your response, with a reservation. Hello, I have a reservation under Anderson. We're booked for 7 o'clock. The name is Anderson. Without a reservation. We don't have a reservation. Do you have any tables available? Is there space for 2? Being shown to your table. Right this way, please. Follow me. I'll show you to your table. Your table is ready. If your table isn't ready, your table will be just a few more minutes. Would you like to wait at the bar? You can respond. That's fine. We'll wait. Or how long will it be? Coat check. In upscale restaurants, someone may offer to take your coat. May I take your coat? You say, but yes, please, or no, thank you, I'll keep it with me. In the US, tip $1 to $2 per item when you collect your coat. Here's the word that confuses everyone. Entree. In American English, entree means the main course, the big dish, the steak, the fish, the chicken. In British English, and most of the rest of the world, entree means a starter, a small dish before the main course. Same word, opposite meanings. Always check which country you're in. More differences. American, British appetizer, starter entree, main course, check, bill server, waiter to go, takeaway fries, chips eggplant, aubergine shrimp, prawns, repeat these pairs. Appetizer in American English is starter in British English. Check in American English is bill in British English. Fine dining menus follow a course structure. A standard meal has 3 courses: starter, main, dessert. But fancy places might serve 7, 10, even 12 courses. Here's the full sequence you might encounter. Amuse-bouche, a tiny bite from the chef, complimentary to start. Appetizer or starter, your first real course. Soup or salad, fish course on pescado, if included. Main course, the centerpiece. Palate cleanser, usually sorbet to refresh your taste buds. Cheese course, dessert. Petit four, tiny sweets served with coffee. Don't panic. Most meals stick to 3 or 4 courses. Key menu terms. A la carte. Dishes ordered separately, each with its own price. Prefix. A set menu at a fixed price. Pronounced prefix. Tasting menu. Many small courses chosen by the chef. Du jour. Of the day. Changes daily. Asking about dishes you don't understand. What's in this dish? How is the salmon prepared? Is this spicy? What do you recommend? Listen to this menu question. Guest. Excuse me, what exactly is the duck confit? Server. It's duck leg that's been slow cooked in its own fat until incredibly tender. It's served with roasted potatoes and a cherry reduction. Guest. That sounds wonderful, I'll have that. Repeat after me. What exactly is the duck confit? That sounds wonderful, I'll have that. The server will approach once you've had time with the menu. They usually start with drinks. Can I start you off with something to drink? Would you like to see our wine list? Are you ready to order or do you need more time? Phrases for ordering. I'll have the, could I get the, I'd like to start with, and for my main, I'll have, we'll share the appetizer. If you need more time, could we have a few more minutes? For dietary needs, I mention these immediately. I have a nut allergy. I'm vegetarian. Is this gluten-free? Does this contain dairy? Listen to this ordering dialogue. Server. Are you ready to order? Guest. Yes, I think so. I'll start with the burrata, and for my main, I'll have the ribeye. Server. Excellent choice. How would you like your steak cooked? Guest. Medium rare, please. Server. And for the lady? Guest 2. I'll have the soup to start and the sea bass for my main. Server. Perfect, I'll get that started for you. Repeat after me. I'll start with the burrata, and for my main, I'll have the ribeye. Medium rare, please. If you order steak, they'll ask how you want it cooked. Know these terms. Rare, cool red center, very soft. Medium rare, warm red center with pink edges. Most chefs recommend this. Medium, hot pink center. Firmer, medium well, slight pink. Mostly gray-brown. Well done. No pink at all. Fully cooked through. How to order. I'd like my steak medium rare, please. Could I have that medium? Well done, please. If it comes out wrong, and this happens, you can send it back. We'll cover how to do that politely later. Wine lists at fine dining restaurants can be intimidating. 20 pages, foreign names, prices from $40 to $4,000. Start simple. Could we see the wine list? I'd like a glass of the house red. We'll have a bottle of the Pinot Noir. Asking for recommendations. What would you recommend with the steak? I'm looking for something light and crisp. Something full-bodied, please. Politely indicating your budget. I'm looking for something around $50. What do you have in the 60 to 80 range? The sommelier is the wine expert. They're there to help, not judge. Use them. Listen to this wine order. Guest, could you recommend a wine to go with the lamb? Sommelier, certainly. Are you looking for red or white? Guest, red, please. Sommelier, I'd suggest our Syrah. It has earthy notes that complement lamb beautifully. Guest, what's the price on that? Sommelier, it's 75 for the bottle. Guest, perfect, we'll have that. Repeat after me. Could you recommend a wine to go with the lamb? What's the price on that? We'll have that. When you order a bottle, there's a ritual. Don't overthink it. Step 1. The sommelier shows you the bottle. Just verify it's what you ordered. Nod. Step 2. They open it and may show you the cork. You don't need to smell it. Just glance at it. Step 3. They pour a small amount for you to taste. What you're checking for is the wine faulty? Does it smell like wet cardboard or vinegar? That means it's corked. Bad. What you're not checking for, whether you personally like the taste. Once you order, you can only send it back if it's faulty. If it's good, just say, "That's fine, thank you," or simply nod. If something's wrong, "I think this might be corked. Could you check?" The server will check on you during the meal. "How is everything? Is everything to your liking? Can I get you anything else?" Positive responses. "Everything is wonderful, thank you." "This is delicious. Please compliment the chef. The fish is excellent." Needing something. "Could we have more bread, please?" "May we have another bottle of water?" "Could I trouble you for some extra napkins?" The phrase, "could I trouble you," is polite British English. Very useful in formal settings, getting the server's attention, catch their eye and raise your hand slightly, or wait until they pass nearby. Never snap your fingers, never whistle, never wave frantically. Sometimes things go wrong. The steak is overcooked. The dish isn't what you ordered. Something is cold that should be hot. You can send food back, but do it politely. Legitimate reasons to send food back. Wrong order. Undercooked, especially meat and fish. Severely overcooked. Food is cold. Foreign object in food. How to phrase it? "Excuse me, I think there may have been a mix-up. I ordered the salmon, not the chicken." "I'm sorry, but my steak seems overcooked. I ordered medium rare and this appears well done." "This is unfortunately cold. Would it be possible to have it heated?" Stay calm. Don't blame the server. It's usually the kitchen's mistake. Use I statements and polite language. What you can't really do, send back food because you simply don't like the taste or after you've eaten most of it. That's not how it works. Here's another US versus UK difference. In America, say, "Can I have the check, please?" In Britain, say, "Could we have the bill, please?" Both work in most places, but using the local term sounds more natural. Phrases. "We're ready for the bill whenever you have a moment." "Could we get the check, please?" "I'd like to pay, please." One big cultural difference. In the US, servers bring the check fairly quickly, sometimes before you've finished. Americans eat faster and turn tables faster. In Europe, the bill will not come until you ask. You could sit there for 3 hours. It's not bad service, it's a sans. It's respect for your time at the table. You must request it. Before paying, check the bill. Look for service charge, might say service, gratuity, or service charge included. Cover charge, common in Italy, written as coperto. This is for bread and table service. It's not a tip. It's mandatory. Auto gratuity are for large groups, usually 6 or more people. An automatic tip may be added. If something looks wrong, excuse me, I think there may be an error on the bill. I don't believe we ordered this item. Could you double-check this charge? Tipping is where things get complicated. It varies wildly by country. United States, 15 to 20%. This is mandatory, not optional. Servers earn as little as $2.13 per hour. Tips are their income. 20% for good service is now standard. Canada, Australia, 15 to 20%. Similar to the US, United Kingdom, 10 to 15%. But check if service charge is already included. If it says service included, you don't need to add more. France, 0%. Service is included in all restaurant prices by law. It's called service compris. Leaving small change is appreciated but not expected. Italy, 0 to 5%. Tipping is not expected. The coperto cover charge is not a tip. Rounding up the bill is enough. Germany, 5 to 10%. Service is included in prices. Small tips are called trinkgeld, literally drinking money. Australia, 0 to 10%. Not expected. The minimum wage is over $24 per hour. Workers don't rely on tips. Spain, 10% for excellent service. Not mandatory. Mandatory service charges are actually illegal in Spain. How to tip? Keep the change. The rest is for you. Or simply write the tip amount when signing a card receipt. Splitting the bill can be awkward. Handle it at the beginning, not the end. When ordering, could we have separate checks, please? At the end, could we split this evenly? We'll each pay for what we ordered. I'll get this one, meaning you'll pay the whole bill. Card payments. Can I pay by card? Do you accept American Express? I'll pay in cash. A few rules that separate comfortable diners from nervous ones. Napkin placement. When you sit, unfold and place on your lap. If you leave temporarily, put it on your chair, not the table. At the end of the meal, sans, place it loosely to the left of your plate. Cutlery. Start from the outside and work inward with each course. The outermost fork is for your first course. The fork closest to the plate is for your main. When you're still eating, rest your fork and knife in a V shape on the plate. When you're finished, place them side by side at the 4 o'clock position. When to start eating, wait until everyone at your table has been served. Then begin. Phones off the table, on silent. If you must take a call, excuse yourself and step away. The sommelier is the wine expert. Don't be intimidated. What they might say, William, would you like a wine recommendation? This wine pairs beautifully with your selection. May I suggest a glass to start? What you can say, what do you recommend with the fish? I prefer something dry and light. We'd like a bottle of red, something around $60. I'm not familiar with this grape. Can you describe it? Sommeliers love their job. Most are happy to educate, not judge, ask questions. A few scenarios that come up. Celebrating a birthday or anniversary. Mention it when booking. We're celebrating a birthday. Don't expect free cake. Let the restaurant offer. The staff might bring a candle and sing, or they might just add a written message to the dessert plate. Doggy bags at fine dining. Honestly, it's generally not done. Fine dining food is designed to be eaten fresh, plated perfectly. Asking for a box can feel out of place. In casual, upscale restaurants, more acceptable. In traditional European fine dining, avoid asking. If you must, would it be possible to take this home? Asking for the manager only for serious issues, not minor complaints. Would it be possible to speak with the manager? I'd like to share some feedback with the manager. This works for complaints and compliments. Some words you'll see and how to say them. Amuse-bouche, amuse-bouche, a free bite from the chef. Prefix, prefix, a set menu at a fixed price. Hors d'oeuvres, small appetizers. Sommelier, sommelier, the wine expert. Confit, con-fe, meat slow cooked in its own fat. Bruschetta, bruschetta, not bruschetta. The chant is a hard K sound. Gnocchi, gnocchi, not nochi. Croissant, croissant, not croissant. Niçoise, niçoise, as in salad niçoise. Espresso, espresso. There's no X. Practice these. Getting pronunciations right builds confidence. Let's put everything together. A complete fine dining experience. The reservation call. Staff, good evening, Maison Laurent. How may I help you? Guest, hi, I'd like to make a reservation for Saturday evening. Staff, certainly. For what time and how many guests? Guest, 7:30 for 2 people. We're celebrating our anniversary. Staff, lovely. May I have your name? Guest, Thompson. Staff, perfect, Mr. Thompson. We have you down for Saturday at 7:30. Table for 2, anniversary. We'll make it special. Arriving. Host, good evening. Do you have a reservation? Guest, yes, under Thompson. 7:30. Host, of course. Right this way, please. Ordering. Server, good evening. I'm Claire, and I'll be taking care of you tonight. Can I start you with something to drink? Guest, we'd like to see the wine list, please. Server, certainly. And do either of you have any dietary restrictions I should know about? Guest, my wife has a shellfish allergy. Server, thank you for letting me know. I'll make sure the kitchen is aware. Later, server, are you ready to order? Guest, yes, I'll start with the burrata, and for my main, the duck confit. Guest 2, I'll have the soup and the lamb for my main. Server, excellent choices. And how would you like the lamb cooked? Guest 2, medium, please? Server, perfect. During the meal, server, how is everything so far? Guest, the duck is absolutely incredible. Please compliment the chef. Server, I certainly will. Can I bring you anything else? Guest, we're fine for now, thank you. Paying guest, could we have the bill, please? Server, of course, I'll bring that right over. Looking at the bill, guest, excuse me, it looks like service isn't included? Server, that's correct. Gratuity is at your discretion. Guest, thank you. We'll pay by card. Leaving, guest, thank you so much. The meal was wonderful. Server, thank you for celebrating with us. Happy year and happy anniversary. Let's review the most useful phrases. Making a reservation. I'd like to make a reservation for Saturday at 7. Could we have a table by the window? Arriving. I have a reservation under Thompson. We're booked for 7:30. Ordering. I'll have the... Could I get the medium rare, please? What do you recommend? Dietary needs? I have a nut allergy. Is this gluten-free? During the meal, this is delicious. Could we have more bread, please? Problems. I think there may have been a mix-up with my order. This steak is a bit overcooked. Paying. America. Can I have the check, please? Paying. Britain. Could we have the bill, please? Tipping. Keep the change. Fine dining follows rules. Unwritten but consistent. Know them, and you'll feel comfortable anywhere. The biggest things to remember: entree means something completely different in America versus the rest of the world. Tipping varies from 20% in the US to 0% in France. And the bill won't come in Europe until you ask for it. The phrases are predictable. I'd like to make a reservation. I'll have the, could we have the bill? Master these and you're 90% of the way there. Everything else, the wine ritual, the napkin placement, which fork to use, those are details. Nice to know, but don't stress about them. Restaurants want you to enjoy yourself. Staff are there to help, not judge. Practice these phrases out loud. Try them at a real restaurant. The more natural they feel, the more confident you'll become. Thanks for practicing with me. See you in the next episode.